El de anoche el sueño se me fue. No podré dormir hasta.
The United States gives you opportunities that Mexico will never be able to give you until there's a dramatic change down in Mexico.
The biggest Mexican-American generational business transition and transfer is happening right now, and you are alive for it. I said, what are you going to do? What role are you going to play during this pivotal time?
We have to all team up as one to be able to win. It's not Ismael against Carlos or Carlos and Ismael against the world. It's not that. It's what are we going to do to help each other become a better person? What are we going to do to be better civilians here in the United States? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Stop playing the victim. Learn to silence the noise and you guys will start enjoying the process. Learn to silence the noise and you guys will start enjoying the process.
All right. So I was like, hey, Ish, you know, I appreciate what you're building with Nuve, and that's going to be a multiple billion-dollar company, and that's great. But what you're doing with the Mexican-American community, how you're showing up, how you're teaching, how you're supporting, how you're guiding, how you're inspiring, that to me is worth a lot more than even the multiple billion-dollar company that you're building. That's what's worth the most to me, because when is our community, when is the Mexican-American community going to finally make that big shift? Does that make sense? Right?
Dude, I'm confident.
When are we going to make that shift where we change it all for the rest of generations to come? You know, where we become a powerhouse, not only in this country, but in the world. When does that begin? Right? Well, it starts with people like him and people like me that are just doing our best to do it. We're doing our best to do it, but we need 1,000 of him and 1,000 of me to do the type of, I would say, the type of impact that we're gonna need to shift it off forever. We're gonna need 1,000, hundreds of thousands of people to step up and do the same. So yeah, bro, I wanted to ask you what
you just said. What? There's over 100 million people, 100 million Hispanics, Latinos here in the United States now.
Yes, sir,
bro. That alone right there. That is how much of a perseverance we've had to get to an amazing country like the United States. 100 million people are here because of perseverance, because they never gave up, and because they wanted better for their kids.
Let me ask you something, bro. Why do you believe Mexican Americans have a better shot at success in the United States of America than even in our own country, or our own country, Mexico?
Look, the United States gives you opportunities that Mexico will never be able to give you until there's a dramatic change down in Mexico. Until then, all the jobs, all the good paying jobs, all the the growth of economy, the opportunities, they're all here. They're all here. So why is a Mexican American like myself, that came into this country illegally, why do I have a better shot than most doing in Mexico? When you're in an even playing field, you're able to do things that you're not going to be able to do when you're inside the hole. Meaning,
Mexico's the hole.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
100%. And we keep ignoring the fact that that's the actual problem in this equation. So why do people have a better opportunity? It's not because of me, or it's not because of who I am or who Carlos is. The reason why we're able to do better in this country is because there's opportunities fucking slapping people in the face, but people are too chismosos, and people are too and people are too fucking unfocused to realize that, guess what, the opportunities are there. The opportunities are all there. They're everywhere. What I just saw in this event was dope. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people coming together to help one another with guidance.
Yeah.
So why do I believe that there's a better opportunity? It's because it's the United States. Until we go out there and fix Mexico and put them on an even playing field where there's opportunity, there's growth, there's no violence. People aren't going, just because they see that you're doing good, they don't go and kidnap your family. Like, until all that nonsense goes away, Mexico will always be the whole.
You know, I don't know if you saw the picture of kind of like, you know, where I grew up and you know, the kind of house I grew up
same
in.
thing. I grew up in the same exact conditions as you did, Carlos.
There you go. Well,
and I still remember that too.
see, that people here in America don't understand what you mean by, man, your failure ratio, right? Like your failure rates when you're born in Mexico into poverty, it's probably 99.9%.
The only way, okay, listen, 1 out of a billion people in Mexico come out and be a Carlos Slim. Like,
That's crazy.
Bro, it's like one of a billion people will come out and actually get out of poverty when they were in the ground. Like, and you know what the statistic here in the United States? I don't know. Let's fucking ask ChatGPT, because ChatGPT seems to know everything now. Okay, so let's fucking talk to ChatGPT. What, Chat, compa, what is the ratio of success being here in the United States over, you know, living and growing in Mexico? What is the success difference? Oh, I've read that before. No, you gotta be on point, baby boy. You gotta be on point. As soon as the question is done, boom. They still got a long way to go with this shit.
I got you. So you're asking.
Change your accent, bro. Change your accent. We're all Mexican here. Change your accent, please.
Claro que sí. Aquí estamos todos. ¿En qué tipo de acento te gustaría que hable? ¿Algo más de México, de alguna región en particular? Tú dime y con gusto le cambiamos.
Mexicano, pero en inglés. Ask it, Carlos. You're smarter than me, Carlos.
Hey, I'm here. Let me know what you need and we'll jump right in.
Hey, real quick, knowing my story, right? Carlos Reyes, the entrepreneur, Mexican American, right? Born in Mexico, came over here. You know my story, yes?
Absolutely, I do. I know your story pretty well at this point. You're Carlos Reyes, the Mexican American entrepreneur, came to the US, built multiple businesses, and you're all about that generating wealth and breaking barriers. So yeah, I'm on the same page.
Yeah, vámonos.
Okay, well, at least it's a girl. Hey, real quick, thank you. So, what do you think my success ratio would have been if I stayed in Mexico? Remember, I was born into poverty there, versus my success ratio here in the United States of America, being who I am.
You know, that's a really interesting question. And honestly, it's one of those things where the environment really does shape opportunity. I mean, given your drive and your entrepreneurial spirit, I'm sure you would have found a way to succeed wherever you were.
Don't lie to him. Don't lie to him.
Absolutely, I'll keep it real. The truth is, your hustle is undeniable, but the opportunities in the environment in the US definitely played a big role. So, no sugarcoating. Being here probably boosted your success ratio a whole lot more than it would have been if you'd stayed where you started.
Obviously, you don't know Mexico.
just give me a percentage. Mexico success ratio for me versus America's success ratio for me.
Sure, let me give you just a ballpark. I'd say if we had to put a number on it, maybe your success ratio in Mexico might have been something like 20 to 30%, just given the circumstances you started in. In the US, considering everything you've done, maybe that jumps up to 80, 90%. It's not an exact science, but that's a rough guess.
Almost triple the success rate.
Okay, thank you very much. And I will talk to you soon.
You know it's fucking Carlos spending too much time with Chad, eh?
There are millions of Mexican American business owners here in California, right? And there's tens of millions of Mexican Americans in this state, probably versus any other state. There's way more here than any other state, right? What would you say? Why do you believe our culture fails to break through? Why? I know you say, porque somos bien chismosos, which is a good, and that, by the way, that's a loaded response.
Dude.
Talk to me what that means about somos bien chismosos.
Son bien chismosos, la neta. This generation's a little bit better, pero también son bien chismosos. ¿Qué les importa? Pónganse a trabajar. Pónganse a trabajar, no mames. Dude, imagine si yo imagine if I was just in my house like, man, like, what is the government gonna do with the shutdown, or what's gonna happen if President Trump gets I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what's going on in office. I don't care what the economy's doing. I don't care what, like, because they mean nothing in our lives, bro. We are so distracted by all the nonsense and that's exactly what they want. Our community is so distracted by all the noise that they make that they forget. The most important thing is you gotta make sure you guys are putting the work ethic to take care of your family, bro. Take care of your family. It all goes back to taking. Don't do it for you, pinches, selfish asses. Don't be fucking you selfish asses. Don't do it for you. Do it for do it for your kids. Do it for their kids. Do it for your nephews. Do it for your whole. Like, do it for that.
Let me ask you a controversial question, bro. Because you live in Cali. You're a Mexican-American business owner in Cali. Ready? Would you consider the LA Dodgers being a distraction to our community?
Bro.
You live here, bro.
Bro.
Are the LA Dodgers a distraction to what our community needs to do?
No, you look. I'm not gonna blame it on the LA Dodgers, Carlos. I'm gonna blame it on our people being so fucking weak-minded to be over there on a Tuesday at Dodger Stadium, drunk out of your ass, like we're celebrating. I don't know what you guys are celebrating, but I'm not gonna blame it on the Dodgers organization because there's plenty of people that go and enjoy a show and pay attention to it and pay attention to the game and actually enjoy that side of it. The vast majority of our people are out there getting fucking drunk,
fighting over right. I was
telling rivals.
Okay,
I'm like,
see, I was telling.
No,
you.
bro, no. Bro, look, there's nothing wrong with the LA Dodgers. Go and enjoy the game with them. Go enjoy a couple beers. Get back home to your family, eat some dinner, go to work. Like, you don't have to, dude. I've been to Dodger Stadium 2 times. The 2 times that I've been there, I've seen 3 fights at the Dodger Stadium. And 2 times that I've been there.
Were they Mexicans?
Yes, bro. Yes, unfortunately. They were too drunk and they're just like throwing blows at each other. It's like, bro, you don't need to do that. You make everybody look bad. Number one. Number 2, what are you celebrating? It's Tuesday. What do you do? It's Wednesday night. What are you celebrating? Like, bro.
Or who told you that you've earned that?
Exactly. Again, it's not the Dodgers, it's not the propaganda, it's not the bullshit ass media that gets fed to us every day. It's not that. It's us as a community. Somos unos chismosos. We lose our focus quick. As soon as Mexico does something, our attention goes there. Instead, it's like, bro, they're always going to try to distract you. The mass media are always going to try to distract you. You guys got to stay focused. You got to stay focused on what the mission is to make sure the next generation becomes better than what we left it at. And then the following generation has to do the same thing. And we keep doing that over and over and over. And eventually, we will have such a huge impact in this country that we both work with each other. We both work with each other to make the world a better place. Simple.
Here's what I was gonna tell you, bro. You know how we keep saying the next generation?
Yes.
No, brother. I even this generation right now, people don't understand. I said on the stage earlier. I said the biggest Mexican American generational business transition and transfer is happening right now, and you are alive for it. I said, what are you going to do? Did you hear me ask them that? I said, what role are you going to play during this pivotal time? Are you going to be a pioneer? Are you going to be one of the...
Or you're going to be a victim. Or you're going to be a victim. What are you going to be? You're going to be a pioneer. You're going to be coming out, with a better outcome, or you're going to play the victim, be like, oh, it's because the LA Dodgers were playing and it was the World Series, and oh no, it's because there's a concert. Bad Bunny's coming to California. And there's a concert. No. No, let's go. You guys cannot. We got to stop playing the victim. Our parents taught us not to play the victim. That was the one thing that my dad never fucking did. He never played the victim. He had the most rough upbringing, just like we did.
Le
seguía chingando. He didn't have a mom. He didn't have a dad. He was one of nine siblings. He came into the United States illegally. He crossed the border. He did his dues. He worked for 25 years here in the United States, paid his taxes, did everything. He gave us an opportunity to become something better. He not one time did I fucking hear him. Oh, it's because we're Mexican. That's why. No, he never made that an excuse. He said, hey, look, I brought you to this amazing country. Now it's your job to provide a better future for your daughters, and then I'm gonna expect the same thing from their people, from their daughters and their sons. And we keep that going over and over, Carlos. We have to all team up as one to be able to win. It's not Ishmael against Carlos or Carlos and Ishmael against the world. It's not that. It's what are we gonna do to help each other become a better person? What are we gonna do to be better civilians here in the United States? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Stop playing the fucking victim.
By the way, there's only one race that has figured it out. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say one race, right? There's only one ethnicity that has figured out how to move like a powerful unit, and those are the Jews. No, those are the Jews. Watch this, ready? I don't believe it's the white people. I don't believe it's the black people. It's definitely not the Mexican people, right? The Jews, there's only about 15 million Jews in this world. They're about 0.2% of the population in this world. And guess what? They owned the media. They own the music industry. They own the entertainment industry. They own it. They own it all. They own the information industry, right? They own the academia industry. They own it all. Guess what, bro? They move like a powerful unit. They move like one. And I'm not sitting here saying the bad that they do. You gotta admire the way that they move. I don't agree with the bad stuff they do in the world. Absolutely not. You know, and I believe, you know, divine justice will do whatever it needs to do. I'm not here to explain that. I'm here to say, I heard Jewish people, brother. Watch this, ready? You know how we have quinceañeras and stuff like that, right? Yeah. I heard Jewish people have weddings, and when you get invited to the wedding, like you got to drop it. Like there's like a minimum, you know, contribution that you have to do. Well, watch this.
I'm gonna invite all the Jews to my wedding,
brother. I heard that they're allowed to
$100,000 minimum.
Hey, they're allowed to say, hey, yeah, it's gonna be $1,000 per family. You're invited to the wedding,
bro.
And listen,
let's change that.
So watch this.
I like the idea.
So watch this. So if 100 families show up to the wedding,
that's 100,000.
That's 100. And what infusion or push does that give to those people?
Of course.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're
why don't
move
we move like that? You know how we move, bro? Oh, bro,
fuck that guy. You know how we move? This is how we move. Oh, fuck that guy. Ese güey le está yendo bien porque he laundered money for the cartel. He probably got a hand in
malos
pasos. That's why. But again, being a fucking chismosos. That's what you guys.
It is.
Like, okay. Stop. Focus. Look, Carlos, I agree in some of the things that you say about the Jews. The main thing that I agree on is, again, another distraction. Not one time did I think of that. You know what I'm thinking about? What needs to be done so we could build a bigger enterprise value for our employees, for our families, so they can all get taken care of. That is my sole fucking focus. All the little drama that happens outside of my focus, guess what I do? I laugh about it, bro. I'm like, oh, there they go. They're going against the Jews now.
But it gives you an advantage.
Of course. I agree. I agree. Yeah. Look, what Carlos said about the wedding thing, 100%. Los voy a invitar a todos with $100,000 minimum. If you guys cannot come to my wedding without $100,000,
invite me, right? No,
I'm inviting Carlos.
No, I'm saying
Carlos can afford it como si nada era. Un chequecito y vámonos.
What I'm saying is, you're like, if you can't he's like, don't invite you when it's time when they get
exactly.
Married, right?
Don't invite me.
That's the way they do it.
No.
That's the way they do it.
It has to be a fair play.
There it is.
You talk a lot of shit, Carlos. We talk a lot of shit, güey.
¿Cómo se llama el de
get off on Harbor and make a left, bro, okay?
¿Cómo se llama el de Fuerza Regia? El JOP. What's JOP? Ay, ¿qué trae puesto el JOP?
Exactly, güey. Fuck.
I'm gonna be broken,
bro. It's because no mames, güey. Ya.
Ay, se mira más gordito.
Güey, ya, like, bro, like, ya.
You hear me?
Basta.
You hear me?
Yes. ¿Qué le importa si me miro más gordito? Bro, listen, we are focused on the dumbest shit. The dumbest shit.
And then we wonder why we don't advance our.
Ready for this? And then you're wondering why you're renting, and then you're wondering why you're behind on bills, and then you're wondering why you're not making enough money, and then you're wondering why you're living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because you are distracted. You're distracted. You get distracted with every stupid little thing that the media feeds you guys. You know what we focus on? You train your mind. You get to a stage in life where you train your mind to absolutely silence everything. That's the stage I'm in right now. I can absolutely silence the whole world and just focus on the one core thing that I need.
So let me ask you this: outside of staying connected to God, Amen. Outside Amen. Of taking care of yourself, mind, body, spirit every day, outside of showing up for your family, Amen. Outside of showing up for your company and your business, right? And outside of showing up of the people that you serve, right? What else fits outside of that?
One little slice left in there. One little slice left there. Helping you guys. Helping our Latino community, helping our Mexican Americans by inspiring them on what's possible. 32 years ago, somebody smuggled me into this beautiful country we call the United States.
How do they smuggle you, bro?
Through in a Suburban. In a black Suburban, in the back of it, there was a bunch of toys on top of us. They didn't have none of this radar shit, none of this, okay? So we were in the back of a Suburban. They smuggled us 32 years ago. We didn't know how to speak English. We come in here, and guess what we do? We got to work.
Wait, so you were a wetback like me?
Yeah, amen. Amen, baby. Amen.
Hey,
Amen.
you know what's crazy? What's crazy?
We have the same story, Carlos. We have very similar stories.
What a blessing. Bro, be honest, right? Growing up, it wasn't even the white people that used to call us wetbacks. It was the Chicanos.
Yes,
it was
it's our own people.
The Mexican Americans.
It's our own people.
Yeah.
It's our own people
crazy?
keeping us behind. It's our own people keeping us behind.
Porque somos bien chismosos.
That fucking all day, bro. All day. It's your parents telling you, why are you going to go to college? If it's your parents telling you, why do you want to start your own business? It's your parents, it's your cousins, it's your own people keeping you behind. You guys have to level the fuck up. You guys have to level up. You guys have to level up. Silence everything. Silence everything, and you are going to... Look, I'm going to give you guys the best advice ever. Ready? Learn to silence the noise, and you guys will start enjoying the process. Learn to silence the noise, and you guys will start enjoying the process. Right now, you guys are too distracted with anything. Learn to silence the noise. As soon as there's complete silence, you're there. You're there. You're exactly where you want to be. As soon as you reach the point where there's complete silence, because now you can hear your thoughts. Now you can think about what the next move. Now you can think about how you can do things better, more efficiently, or now you can think about that startup that you've been trying to do, that people have been trying to tell you, oh, that's a bad idea. Why are you doing that? It's gonna cost a lot of money. What about if that bullshit? What I call bullshit, that is what's keeping you behind.
Hey, bro. How's your favorite football team doing this year, bro?
Football team? I don't even know a fucking football team.
What'd I tell you?
I don't even know of a
like.
If somebody calls me like, oh yeah, Ishmael, what's your fantasy football? What's your fantasy football team? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what that is.
See?
Oh, what do you mean, Ishmael? What's your favorite, soccer? Your favorite soccer team? I don't know. I don't watch it. I don't watch that.
Why don't you watch it?
Because there's other more important things to do, Carlos. There's other more important things to do, like taking care of our families, like being a role model for our employees and our families. Like I could think of a million things better to do. I could be at the gym. I could be at the gym working on my body. I could be at the gym working on my mind. I could be spending time with my dog. I could go on for hours on why I don't know a football team or a basketball team or a soccer team or the rugby team. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. All I'm worried about is how do I provide a better life for my employees and my family. That is my core. That's what I'm focused. That's where my energy is at. That's where my time is at. I want to take care of my team. That's how you guys need to start being. You guys need to start being selfish and stop thinking that being out there partying and popping bottles at the club or that there's nothing there. You guys need to start being selfish with your time and start dedicating it to the people that require, which is your family and your employees, your team.
Yes, I used to travel because my wife and her family, and we were all like big, Dallas Cowboys fans back in the day. We used to travel to watch them, bro. And guess what? As I hit that next phase of my life,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care what's going on. I don't know who's playing. I don't know what the record is. I don't know what's going on.
No.
And by the way, Lou,
I don't know what's trending on Netflix. What's trending on? I don't know. I don't know.
We don't. I know
I don't know if my
there's
cousin is having a quinceañera next week. I don't know if somebody invited us to a party. I don't know if I just don't know. Why? Because I'm focused.
and it's, I know that people don't understand this, but when I tell people, man, it's a blessing not to be invited to things, right? People are like, oh, that's kind of selfish, bro.
I don't know, man. That's kind of dope.
Like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, it's a lonely world. It's a lonely world, but I wouldn't have it any other way because I feel like I'm living in the truth. You know what I mean? I'm that's what we're doing.
Dude, you just said it correctly. It's a lonely world out here.
It's a lonely world, bro.
It's a lonely world when you're successful. It's a lonely world when you're trying to level up your life. It's a lonely world when you're trying to change the traditional curse that we've been cursed with for the last 50 years of being chismosos. It's a curse. It's a curse.
That should be your slogan, bro. That's it right there, huh?
Yeah,
He
bro,
has to. Somos en chismosos.
Bro.
At least my
We need to focus, bro. We need to focus.
You're right, bro. We're focused on the football teams. We're focused on Bad Bunny, right? We're focused on JOP. No disrespect to them because they're getting their money, right? Hey, they're getting their money, you're focused. Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
you're focused on them, so they're getting their money.
No, I don't know who Peso Pluma is dating. No, I don't know No, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I know? I know that I gotta go to work tomorrow. I know that I gotta go to the gym tomorrow. I know that I gotta go spend time with my daughters tomorrow. I know that I gotta spend time to myself. I know that those things will hold true, right? Why? Because my life's on repeat right now. My life's on repeat right now because I'm focused on something. When you start getting out of the repeat motion, that's when things go out of whack. When one day you're in Las Vegas for a weekend, and then the next week you're at a cousin's wedding, and then the next week you're in a yacht, and then the next week you're having dinner with if you're busy all the time, you're never gonna make money. I promise you. You're too busy being busy.
Did you hear that?
You're too busy being busy. That's what's wrong with people.
I always tell Lou and Will, I said, I love my boring, redundant life. Right, Will? I love it's gym, it's the family, it's work, it's Sedona, and then rinse and repeat, and rinse and repeat, and rinse and repeat, and rinse and repeat. And that's okay.
No, I'm not interested in going on vacation, and no, I'm not interested in. No, I'm not.
If I go on vacation, though, I do want to go with my family.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, because I don't want to take that away from them, right?
100,000%.
I saw you go on a little trip with your girls. What was that, Cabo?
We took the girls out to Cabo. It was the best freaking thing in the world. Guess what? It was a quick trip. We came back and got back to the routine.
There it is.
But yes, it's important. It's super important to spend time with them. I'd rather spend time with them, at home, teaching them anything about life, common sense, teaching them something. Yeah. They're homebodies like me. I'd rather be at home with some music playing in the background, the chef cooking, us chilling, drinking, waking up nice and early. And by drinking, I didn't mean alcohol, okay? But waking up nice and early, going for a hike or going to the beach and for 1 hour, that to me with my daughters is love right there. I could do that every day. That's my goal to do.
That's it.
When I'm rich like you, Carlos, when I'm rich like you, I swear, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wake up at 8, I'm gonna go play golf for 4 hours, then go to pick up the girls from school, and then go chill with them the whole day at Dan. That's all I'm gonna do.
You sound like you're a 70-year-old white dude.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You're a 70-year-old white dude right now, right?
That's what I'm gonna do when I'm rich like Carlos. When I'm rich like Carlos, fuck. Lord baby Jesus, bro.
Let's talk about something that a lot of people don't talk about. Ready? You know how you said, "Oh, when I'm rich like I'm rich." Watch this. Ready? You can have companies that produce millions and millions and millions of dollars every year, and that doesn't mean that you're rich.
Nope.
And that doesn't mean that you're a multimillionaire, right? Can you explain that real quick? Because a lot of business people, they don't understand that yet. You know what I mean?
If you're not making money, your company's not worth shit. Bottom point blank. Nobody's gonna buy something that's broken. Nobody's gonna buy something that's not producing profit. Nobody, like if you have a $5 to $10 million company and you have your right accounting, you have a good accounting, a good financial controller, a CFO, whatever you have, and they're telling you that you're not producing profit, there's something wrong in the operation. Okay, and you don't have a company. You have a job. You have a job. Okay, so please. If you guys aren't producing profit, stop wasting your time. Start looking for help. Start going through empresarios. Start coming to other events and educating yourself. Don't go to those events just to, get back out and do the same bullshit. Please. So educate yourself. If you are running a business and you're always low on cash, you're barely making pay, there's something wrong. A good, profitable business will always produce cash flow. Like it is the most fundamental rule of business.
What are some of your favorite blue collar businesses, period?
Plumbing, air conditioning, electrical right now. Listen to what I'm going to say. Construction in general, but plumbing, electrical, and air conditioning. Because we are an essential to AI, meaning the AI will not be able to function without proper air conditioning, without proper plumbing, and without proper electricity. Okay? Because we are going to be an essential to AI, our multiple is going to change from, the traditional 10, 12 multiples or 10, 20 multiples of EBITDA. They're going to value us as a SaaS company, meaning if you own an air conditioning company, a plumbing, an electrical company, and if you're producing $1 million of profit, your company's worth between $10 and $12 million right now. If you continue this streak and you get it to $5 million, $10 million in profit, let's say $5 million in profit. In 3 to 5 years, because we are an essential, the multiples are going to change dramatically. You will be able to create generational wealth with a plumbing, with an air conditioning, with an electrical business in the next 3 years, because we are an essential to AI. AI cannot exist without the trades. The trades provide the infrastructure for AI to exist. There is so much heat coming out of those things when they're powered up that they need to run at a certain temperature or else they will fry. That's where the trades come in. They need plumbing, they need electrical, and they need air conditioning for the AI to function. If not, they would burn. The chips would burn.
Let me ask you this. Do you think AI will ever replace like a flooring company?
No, people are always going to have that. We're always going to...
You don't think Elon's ever going to make robots that's going to lay down some tile?
He might make it. Look, it will help in Carlos, but I believe there's always going to be a market for the consumer to consumer model. Mm-hmm. The consumer to consumer model is bigger than what you guys think. Yes, AI is going to come in and change the consumer to consumer model, but it's never going to go away. You're always going to want to go to a restaurant and have a nice dinner with your family. You're always going to want to go and watch a concert. You're always going to want to go and, have a plumber actually do the work instead of, something going wrong with the robot. Like, you're always going to have the person-to-person interaction. Those are going to become experiences in the AI world. And experiences will always pay high margins. Why? Because they're paying for human-to-human interaction, not for a robot.